Hey guys, it's Josiah here. Welcome back to another episode of Josiah's Grape Reviews. I'm sorry I was supposed to record this on Monday, but I was coming down with I was sick. I'm still recovering from allergies and the cold. This is what I hope it is. And I was gonna record yesterday, and then I forgot. So I'm like, you know what? If you saw my most recent community tab post, I'm on Social Blade and I'm gaining subscribers, and I gotta lock in. And I have video ideas in mind. I'm also going to Virginia for spring break. Which tomorrow's the last day of school for me before spring break. We have Good Friday off, and then we have like all of next week off. Then we have an e-learning day, April 8th, which is the solar eclipse day, and then we're back Tuesday the 9th. So, yeah, I got almost 2 weeks off, so that's great. But what we're here for is for recapping the NASCAR weekend this past weekend from COTA. Truck, Xfinity, and Cup race all raced at COTA. So let's start with the truck race and go Xfinity Cup and work our way downwards. So yeah, looking here. Oh, I can actually look at the results from like stage 1 and 2. That helps a lot, actually. Let me know. I won't have to say, oh, I forgot who won stage 1. I forgot who won stage 2. No. I can look at it now. So we have first of all, shout out to Connor Zilic in his first career truck start, the 19-year-old winning the pole. That was amazing, and he was really fast, and it looked like he was going to be the truck to beat. And Great Flag dropped it into turn one. He missed the corner, and that was the last time we saw him lead. But he had issues, but he made a full recovery. Spoiler alert, ended up finishing fourth, which that's big for Connor Zilic. Nick Sanchez ended up winning stage one. Looking at stage two, Corey Heim won stage two. Corey Heim pretty much led most of the race and didn't look back. Corey Heim got his first win of the season. The regular season champion from last season ends up getting the win. Corey Heim ends up finishing first. Taylor Gray gets a run on finish, much needed for them. Ty Majeski, a third place finish. Connor Zilic, like I mentioned, finished fourth. Ross Chastain, he won the COTA race in 2022. He's back in the truck series. We did well in 2019. Finishes fifth. Jack Hawksworth, also a newbie, finishes sixth. A road course race or ringer, if you will. An ace. I meant to say ace, and I said race. Road course race. Sixth. Ben Rhodes seventh. I think that's his first top 30 finish. To be honest, It's been a miserable start to the season for the reigning truck champion. He gets as much and gets seventh. Christian Eckes got eighth. The Bristol winner got eighth. Dean Thompson a good top 10. Tanner Gray top 10 also. Ty Dillon, good for him. Grant Enfinger, Jack Wood, Jake Garcia, Raja Caruth, all with top 15s. Bailey Curry, Timmy Hill, Nick Sanchez, Stephen Parsons, and Stuart Friesen all end up finishing in the top 20. This was 2 weeks in a row that my favorite truck driver, Stuart Friesen, was robbed of a top 10 finish. I mentioned he got into it with Nick Sanchez late in Bristol. And that's right, on the final lap, he was, on the final restart, he was sixth. He fell back to like eighth. And then the final lap, he got into it. I can't remember who he got into, but he got into someone and then fell back. Carter Fortuch. I don't know who you are. I'm sorry, but welcome to the Truck Series. You're 21st. Chase Purdy, Matt Crafton, Matt Mills, Tyler Ankrum, top 25. Dale Quarterly, Lane Riggs, Daniel Dye, Brandon Holmes, Spencer Boyd, top 30. Mark Andretti finishes 31st. This was interesting. So this was like a caution came up about 3 to go. For Marco Andretti, we have never seen this before. I don't think anyone's ever seen this before. But his rear, the full, not a wheel and axle, no, but his back wheels plus the axle, the whole thing just fell off, and the truck, you could just see the truck go like this, and then just lift for takeoff, and then just rolled away. They're investigating. I think they're still investigating. We'll see what happened there. It's suspension. A suspension issue for Marco Andretti. Yeah, I think it was more than suspension. Good grief. Thad Moffitt, struggles continue for him. He gets 32nd. Lawless Allen, 33rd. Vincent Salias, 34th. Mason Massey, 35th. So there's that. Looking at the point standings, if I can get the point standings right here. After the Truck Series race from COTA, Corey Heim has the points lead. 10 points back. Majeski, Ingram, 11 back. Taylor Gray, 28 back. Caruth right out of the top 5. He's 29 back. Eckes, Sanchez, Crafton, Enfinger, Tanner Gray all round out the top 10. Looking at the playoff standings, yeah, again, Heim, Caruth, Eckes, Sanchez, all with wins locked in. Currently, Tanner Gray holds the 10th and final spot, 1 point above Ben Rhodes, which is crazy because Ben Rhodes, he's had a lot of bad luck, Ben Rhodes has, because he's had fast trucks, but it's just a lot of bad luck, and he's 11th in points, or at least in the playoffs. Brett Holmes right there behind, minus 18. Stuart Friesen, minus 19. Jake Garcia, minus 20. Daniel Dye, minus 22. So that's that right there. And then right out the top 20, Bailey Curry, Dean Thompson, Timmy Hill, Ty Dillon, and Chase Purdy. Now let's look at the Xfinity Series, if I can. No, not Richmond. I don't need to see here Richmond. I need to look at the COTA race. The COTA race from Xfinity. Yeah, I'm too lazy to edit, so I'll get an editor. I have Cape Cut, but you know me, I'm lazy, so that's nothing new though. Looking here, it was Kyle Larson who won the pole, but he had to drop to the back because he changed some parts, so he had to drop to the back. Parker Kligerman ended up winning stage 1 due to a strategy. Riley Earps won stage 2. Actually, Brandon Jones crossed the line to win stage 2, but a lot of drivers were penalized for cutting the course. Whether they got loose or not, it was counted for them cutting the course and, cheating, if you will. And he cut the course. I don't know where he scored in stage 2, but it was not first, I can tell you that much. Riley Earps got the stage 2 victory there. And we'll get to that because someone else big did that same thing, and it costed them a good finish. But battling for the win late in the race, it was Kyle Larson, Shane Van Gisbergen, and Austin Hill. It looked like Shane Van Gisbergen was in the catbird seat. It was under 5 to go, and I think there were a few cautions. Shane Van Gisbergen ran away from both of them. There was the 4 to go. He was leading pretty solidly, and then with about 2 to go, there was an overtime restart, and he drove away. But then there was another crash. I can't really remember off the top of my head. We'll see as I look down. Some bad finishers, so I'll catch up to me. But on the final restart, Austin Hill dive bombed and got the lead. And then with the final lap, with Kyle Larson behind, who had near tires, he got all the way up to third pretty easily. And then tracked him down, and then Hill moved Shane Van Gisbergen out of the way, did some front damage to him, but that drifted Hill off the track, that drifted SVG off the track. Kyle Larson stuck through, got by both of them, and Kyle Larson won the Xfinity race. I think they mentioned this is awesome. First win for the number 17 Xfinity car. This is the first one for Hendrick since in the Xfinity Series, so 2009, which I can't believe. But they did it. Obviously, it's been almost 20 years since the plane crash that killed Ricky Hendrick and all those Hendrick people in the plane and the pilots as they were on their way to Martinsville. That race at the end of 2004 in the Cup Series. But he honors them with the win there. Larson first, Austin Hill second. Shane Van Gisbergen was credited with second, but instead he is credited with a 27th place finish for cutting the course late in the race. So that sucks. Jonathan Nemechek third. Cole Custer fourth. Parker Kligerman with a good top 5. Jesse Love another top 10. Austin Green, who's in there a road course ringer, gets a top 10. Chandler Smith 8th. Sam Mayer, much needed top 10. Like Ben Rhodes in the truck, his miserable start for the season for him. A.J. Allmendinger was quiet. He was really, really... Actually, no, I think he was up there. I think now that I look at it, I think he was up there but fell back. It was him or someone else. I think Ty Gibbs was up there. Where did Ty Gibbs finish? Why don't I see Ty Gibbs? 20. Comment down below what happened to Ty Gibbs, because I do not know what happened to Ty Gibbs and why he scored 24. Did he cut the course? I really don't know. I swear he was in the top 5 with 2 to go. I don't know. No clue. Allmendinger 10th. Parker Ratzlaff 11th. Anthony Alfredo 12th. Justin Allgaier, Ryan Sieg, Brendan Poole all round out with top 15s. You got Brandon Jones, Sage Karen, Brad Perez, Jeremy Clements, Leyland Honeyman with top 20s. Daniel Kvyat in a one-off here gets 21st. Blaine Perkins, Haley Deegan, Ty Gibbs, Patrick Gallagher. I thought it was Spencer Gallagher who came back from the dead, but nope, it was Patrick Gallagher in the race. They could get top 25s. Alex LeBay, a little bit of a disappointment because he's a road course ringer, didn't really do much. 26, SVG with the penalty, 27th. R.C. Anderson, Kyle Weatherman. I think that's what brought out the caution 4 to go. Kyle Weatherman spun someone. I can't remember. I think was it Jeb Burton or was someone that he spun? Ed Jones. I saw him down there. Ed Jones, who's also in a one-off. He spun. Weatherman 29th. Jeb Burton 30th. Balicki 31st. Sheldon Creed had transmission issues very early in the race, but he fell back, finished 32nd. Ryan Ellis, Riley Earps had an accident, apparently. I do not remember. Oh, yeah, I remember. There was a late accident. I think that was the first overtime. There was a late accident involving guys like Riley Earps, Sammy Smith, who got bad finishes, Ty Dillon. Sucks. Josh Williams dead last for overheating. which he can't catch a break in the 11. He really cannot catch a break. Daniel Hemrick had to run the 11 car to qualify because apparently he was expecting a child, I think. Either that or he was doing something big. I don't know. I think it was a child that he was expecting. So congrats to him on that. But we got still recovering, I'm sorry. And I'm having the same issue I had last time where I'm clearing my throat a lot of times. I apologize. I don't have water. But anyways, Austin Hill leads the points. Chandler Smith, 9 points back. Custer, Jesse Love, 4th in points. Riley Earps, top 5 in points. Almanair, Kligerman, Allgaier, Brandon Jones, Sheldon Creed, all top 20 in points. Looking at the playoffs, again, Hill, Smith, they are the only 2 locked in right now with wins. It's actually kind of crazy. Jesse Love, Custer, Earps, Kligerman, Allmendinger, Allgaier, Jones, Creed, they're all there. Sammy Smith is +1 right now. Anthony Alfredo is above the cut line, but by no points. He is tied right now with Ryan Sieg, but he has the tiebreaker, I guess, over Ryan Sieg. SVG -15. Perhaps if he got a second place, maybe he'd be above in the point standings. And if he would have won, SVG would have been in the playoffs. Let that sink in. Red Slot, Brendan Poole, Jeremy Clements, Leila Honeyman, Sam Mayer, and Blaine Perkins, all top 20 in the points. But now let's get to what we usually talk about here, the main series, the Cup Series from Circuit of the Americas, ladies and gentlemen. Looking at the lineup, it was William Byron who won the pole. He really had the best car all day long. No one was able to challenge him. Christopher Bell did strategy, won stage 1. Looking here, again, strategy for Denny Hamlin. He won stage 2. Toyotas were really fast like the last few weeks, and here it was all about the 24. Toyotas, the 3 of them got top 5s, but it really didn't matter. But looking, William Byron did win the race. His second win of the season. He's the first Cup driver to repeat this season. He won the 500, obviously. Byron first, Christopher Bell second. He almost closed in. He really did. He had a Hail Mary and almost pulled it off. He almost got there. Ty Gibbs, again, he's going to get his first career win. I don't know why I feel like Texas or like a mile and a half, he's going to show out and he's going to get a win. He will. Ty Gibbs he's been knocking on the door the last 3 or 4 weeks, I swear. All close calls. Gibbs third. Alex Bowman back-to-back top 5s. I saw this on Twitter. I could not believe this either. This is his first time that he's had back-to-back top 5 finishes in the Cup Series since like late 2020. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Tyler Reddick gets a top 5. Last year's winner of COTA. A.J. Allmendinger 6th in a part-time schedule. Ross Chastain, 2022 winner of COTA, gets 7th. Chris Buescher 8th. Kyle Busch 9th. Martin Truex Jr. 10th. So good job for them. Logano, again, struggling woes continue for them this season. 11th, Ryan Blaney, reigning champion, 12th, in the number 12. Chase Briscoe got 13th. Denny Hamlin, 14th. Bubba Wallace cannot catch a freaking break. He finished. Good job. Let's all give a round of applause for Bubba Wallace. This is the first time he has ever finished a COTA race. And he got a top 15. And it really looked like he was going to finish because I think early on, like lap 1, he had issues. Same with Truex, and they both came back to top 15, so good for them. But he did it. He finished a COTA race. Good job, Bubba Wallace. Chase Elliott, 16th. Really disappointed. I thought it was my pick to win. I thought he was going to show up. And he got all the way up to the top 5. And then as soon as he got to 5th, he got loose and cut the corner. And, yeah, he got loose. But NASCAR said, nope, you're still cheating. And they penalized him. He fell back, came up to 11th, and then spun and turned thanks to some dirt. So, the last year is just... It's not been fun. So, yeah, Byron has 2 wins. Larson has 1 win. Bowman has 3 top 5s. And Chase Elliott has 1 top 10 finish this entire freaking season. Speaking of Larson, 17th for him. Austin Cedric, 18th. Zane Smith, much needed good finish for him. His season's been awful to start the season. 19th, Shane Van Gisbergen, 20th. Didn't really do much. I don't think I saw him in the top 10 hardly at all. Disappointing there. Nemechek, Kosvar, Priest, LaJoy, Austin Dillon, all with top 25s. You got Todd Gillen, Casgarello, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and Kamui Kobayashi. Stenhouse and Kobayashi both got into it a few times at this race. Which, yeah, Kobayashi here running, I think this is his second Cup start. He ran, I think, the Indy Road Course race last season. And he's getting into Ricky Stenhouse. Ricky Stenhouse always gets into everyone. And he's getting into Kamui Kobayashi, bro. That's good for Kamui. He got 29th. He didn't really have a good race, clearly, because of Stenhouse and other instances. Harrison Burton, 30th. Daniel Suarez, Eric Jones, Brad Keselowski, Noah Gragson, Josh Berry. All with not good results. Yeah, looking here, looked like it was a bit of a struggle for SHR. Who was their best finisher? Who was their best finisher? 4, 10, Oh, it was Chase Briscoe, 13th. Okay, he was the only one that got a top 20. Yikes. Timmy Hill, Daniel Hemrick, Michael McDowell, Justin Haley, all that's the no one crashed. There was not one caution. There was stage cautions, but there was spins by like Harrison Burr. There was a spin almost with the Joy and Bubba and Truex. Is how they got their damage from lap one. But no cautions and no one DNF'd in this race. Michael McDowell was reported to hear steering because he had, I think he was running like top 10 due to strategy, and then he had steering issues, which sucks because Michael McDowell's a road course ringer, and yeah, we need to see a lot more from him. Now that I'm here, I don't know if I'll like do a separate Josiah's Grape reviews on like Saturday or review the Richmond race, but if not, I was gonna review the Richmond weekend here. So we got I think all three series running Richmond. Are they? They are not. Truck Series is not running Richmond. But the Xfinity Series and the Cup Series are running Saturday at 1:30 p.m. You got the Richmond race for the Xfinity Series. And then Sunday night football, but Sunday night NASCAR at Richmond, under the lights in Richmond. Beauty. But, you know, they used to do that with, under the lights at Richmond just before the chase. Set to begin. They did that in like starting in 2004. Then they did it all the way to like 2017 or something. Pretty awesome. But Richmond is obviously a short track. Richmond's it's not the best track on the schedule, but I feel like we could see some solid racing. I feel like we could. If it's similar to Phoenix was a bland race. Hope we don't get another bland one here with Richmond. I'm gonna see, okay, I forgot who I picked to win Richmond, by the way. Let me look on Instagram really quick. If I look on Instagram, I can tell y'all who I had winning Richmond, and it's probably not a good pick. I can tell you that right now. Let's see. And I'm not good, you can tell. I'm not good at previewing stuff because I haven't previewed races in who knows how long. I have Larson winning Richmond. There you go. So Kyle Larson, he won Richmond last season on Ricky Hendrick's birthday in his all-paid scheme, so good for honoring him there. But yeah, I have him winning Richmond. I think that he's won twice there, including last year, obviously. Larson, yeah, I feel like he could be a contender. Larson obviously did well at Las Vegas, won at Las Vegas, so he's already locked into the playoffs. But we need to see some more consistent runs of him. Also, the Toyotas run well here. They've ran well most of the season. I expect to see guys like Christopher Bell fighting for the win. Truex, Hamlin, they'll probably be up there. Ty Gibbs could get his first career win next week. I could definitely see that. He runs well here. He ran well there in the Xfinity Series. I think he bumped John Henry Nemechek for a win, and he wasn't too happy about it. I think that was a few years ago. But, yeah, I expect to see the Toyotas. Larson. Chase Elliott could do well. I hope he can. I'm just desperate because, I want to see Chase Elliott win again. Bowman stole a win here in 2021. Maybe HMS could do well again. Who knows? Who knows? Anything can happen. It's NASCAR. Anything can happen. We could see freaking, I don't know, Justin Haley winning Rick Ware. Could you imagine that? He already won Inspire. He could win again. Rick Ware. Who knows? But anyways, that's going to do it for this episode of Josiah's Grape Reviews. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Smash like, subscribe. Hit the little tiny notification bell. That way you never miss any new videos like this one. As always, as a clown, I don't support that. So just do that as a suggestion by yours truly. I'll see you guys tomorrow, whenever. I do plan on posting the Ravens. I wanted to do the Ravens free agency review, and I'm glad I didn't because Jadeveon Clowney went to the Panthers. So I'll save that for tomorrow or whenever I decide to post the Ravens free agency stuff because we got to talk about the Ravens. Players we lost, players we gained, and by gained I mean Derrick Henry, no one else. We gained a few players, we signed up a few others, but anyways, I'll explain tomorrow whenever I post it, if I do. Who knows? Maybe it's another one of those ideas that just gets buried in the shadows, like NH5 Championship mode, which I still haven't done in like almost 2 years, but we will finish it. That's on my radar, as a lot of other video ideas are, and they never come to fruition. But who knows? See you guys. Bye.